Hey, what up YouTube? One stud puppy here. Well, it's time, vlog number 2. I've been lagging on it, so figured it's time to get it going now. So, like I said, my channel will be a variety of subjects, different dealings, different, just whatever. Well, I decided, had a little deal on Pep Boys. October last year, got some new tires, front brake work done. Wasn't first choice of a company to go with, but Discount Tire kind of played a bait and switch, got down there and, oh, we don't have that deal. So Pep Boys it was. I work 7 days a week. Not really trying to be sitting there and going place to place to place, days off, because I don't get a day off. I had a scheduled day. Well, I've got a laundry list of issues here, and kind of funny, until I mentioned on Twitter, put out a post, do vlog number 2, why I plan on not going back. All of a sudden, Corporate Pep Boys decides, hey, we want to know why, tell us. Well, no, I'm going to tell everybody. My own personal dealings, my thoughts. Let everybody else see, what my issues are. And then Pep Boys, you can watch it from my video. So, let me go ahead and gather the thoughts here. Got a whole list. Literally, whole paper. Pretty sad, I don't expect much as a consumer, except for be treated right, everything be done right, and not have issues. Well, let me try and do this in chronological order. Get the brakes done over at a friend's house down Orange County. Figure that's where I was going to do it because I had a little time, hang out with some friends. So, get the tires done, run a little bit later. It's about 8:30 at night. LA area, freeways aren't too bad. So able to get on, get up to speed. Well, can never say I've not heard parts fly off my car until I dealt with Pep Boys. You get on the freeway and next thing you know, you're driving along and you're hearing metal banging and stuff falling off. Kind of scary, considering I just had the front rotors done, front brakes, 4 new tires. Kind of wondering, okay, what's this noise? I'm at about 50 miles an hour. Just got on the freeway. And I hear it clang, 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 clang. Kind of getting a little nervous at this point. Tap the brakes. Brakes are not they're functioning, so kind of pushing along and figuring the next ramp or two, I'll stop and check out what the hell's going on with my truck. Well, come to find out, I didn't need to stop. About a minute later, I watch, hear another clang, metallic bang, as something's hitting up underneath my truck. And I watch, and then the lane next to me, there goes a wheel weight skidding across the lanes. Can't say it's a comfortable feeling. Literally knowing your car's just worked on and parts are banging underneath and literally flying across. Not good. Not pleasurable. So next let's go into the valve stems. I drive a pickup. It's got bigger rims than a standard passenger car. And the layout, they're curved, scalloped. I can show a picture. I'll show it in a few minutes here. But next thing I realize also, I have valve stems that are too short. So after driving home, weights flying off. In the morning I go to look and, I discover I can't even put air in my tires. Valve stem is butted up against the edge of the rim. Yeah, they're rubber. They may have a little flex, but I really don't feel comfortable bending my valve stems anytime I need to put air or modify, tire pressure, check tire pressure. So that was another fail. It's like kind of common sense. You want to be able to access the valve stems. So comes up to the next day. Well, it's actually a couple weeks later because again I had to schedule work and a day off. So I need to go get my tires, everything checked out, rebalanced. Guy tells me there, yeah, they used the wrong weights. Kind of a no-brainer. You have a smaller gap and you have a bigger gap. You make sure they fit tight. Well, guy there says, yeah, completely the wrong weights were used. Fail number 2. Wrong weights, wrong valve stems. They go through and they check out everything and They get all 4 tires rebalanced, mount them back in my car again, and then tell me, what's the problem with one of your tires? It's like, okay. And he's like, well, it's actually the rim. Your rim's bent. How is it bent? And he says, well, someone putting on may have cranked one of the bolts too tight, because there's obviously no physical damage. I could tell you that no physical damage. Funny thing is, on the receipt, which I'll cut in a shot here where you can see all the tires from the initial one showed up fine, good, and balanced. And now these guys are barely, I think it was 6 weights, which all of them aren't even on anymore, to try and get the rim to somewhat balance. So fail number 3. I end up now with a bent factory rim. And I'll do a little cut in here as well. You can see all my tires, my rims, and see there's no physical damage. I'm not an idiot. I don't go driving over curbs. I don't go, off-roading. So, let's do the cut in first. Here comes valve stem look. And while I do that, I'll show you also all the tires. Okay, well, here we go. You can see, rim, right rear. No physical damage. Yes, maybe dirty, but they're not physically damaged at all, not abused. Any of these shiny parts is where I've had rims and when they did the tire swap. There's right rear. Here's right front. Again, no damage, no dings, no scrapes. Dirty, yes, actually dirty is kind of good because you can see there's no actual damage. Here's the valve stems, the second one put on. Nice size, I can actually get a chuck on there. Now we'll do the right rear. It's the right rear, again, dirty, no physical actual damage. Because again, I am a cautious, common sense driver. That's the left rear, here's left front. Kind of funny though, again, no weights. So these have still popped off. And here he comes up for the receipt view. We'll do everything else detailed, but again, wheel balance, past, wheel balance, past, wheel balance, past. So apparently somehow all these different things, they're now telling me that one is bent too far. Let me just clarify one thing too. That receipt view was the original receipt from the very first time they put the tires on. So from there, now we've got the bent rim. Anyhow, let's go on to strike 4. About 3 weeks ago, kept having tire get low. Come to find out, got road hazard in it. Discount tire, I used to use them. Kind of regretting I didn't use them this time. But they would take the tire off, inspect the inside, make sure damage isn't too bad. They put a patch on the inside of the tire. Went to Pep Boys, local one. They did it pretty quick and all, but their version of a patch was bore out the hole, use one of the old-fashioned rubber snakes, I guess you'd call it. A tool that, you push it in, throw some glue around it, and send me on my way. No inner patch, no inner tire inspection. Asked if that was corporate policy, was informed, yes, that's corporate policy. So, I don't know. For me, that's kind of strike 4. We don't use inner patch. We don't inspect the tire inside, make sure damage, isn't too bad, and then bore out the hole even wider. I'm not very comfortable with that tire anymore. I don't know. I've never done that way other than AutoZone, $3 kit, $4 kit. And then last incident, just to wrap all this up, I had a $50 promotion card from the tire purchase and everything, and went to get some brakes, needed some shoes for the back, inquired, what's the material? Oh, I don't know. Like, how do you not know? Apparently on the backs, on the box, back shoes, they don't say even on the packaging. I asked a guy, look in the computer. They don't know. After a half hour of them looking around, I finally started looking around the internet, and found the maker's website and sub-branding, and took over a half hour for me to find the information what the brake material was. You guys have one brand, Pro Stop. It's like nowhere in the box. I mean, you can't put a note in the computer. Are they organic, semi-metallic, or ceramic? Seems pretty simple. The store's overall attitude is kind of like, well, we don't know. That's it. So, say my gift card expired in a couple days. I finally found out by some research on my own half hour. Was able to track it down, and then I'm handed 2 boxes. Here's the 2 we have. Well, couldn't find out one was organic, one semi-metallic. The organic looks like someone had taken them home with greasy hands and handled the brakes and dropped them on the edge of a table. It's like actual brake pad material was damaged, and here they are wanting to sell it to me. Kind of check out what you guys are accepting as returns. If there's damage, why are you going to offer it to another customer? Should it go back as a markout? And that's it, So, another fail that way. So, let me go over the list. First time, wrong weights. I'm driving down the freeway, parts are flying off my truck. Literally, weights. Not a good thing at 50 miles an hour. From there, it ends up the wrong valve stems. Somewhere between the tire installation and tire reinstallation, I'm told one of my rims is suddenly bent, which I never had a bent rim before. It's fail after fail. The patches, instead of being a patch, it's more of a tire plug. I don't really have a lot of reliability and trust with those. I mean, how am I going to rely on a piece of rubber just to hopefully hold? Something hits, road debris hits that same spot again. When am I going to have a catastrophic blowout? You tell me. I'm not a tire expert, but everything I read, everybody says go for the internal patching. Very shocked as a corporation, your policy would be not to do that. So, and then to not have the computer what the material the brake pads are, I mean, it's just fail upon fail upon fail. So, this is about why I'm not really interested in Pep Boys anymore. I'd rather go to one of my old shops, Duncan's in Orange, Duncan's Automotive, Al's Brake Shop, Montebello. Someplace where the service is actually service, not you're bothering us. Anyhow, let me do a little cutaway here. You can see the receipt and see all these charges as well. It's kind of funny. Charge $44 for a brake fluid exchange, and then another $6 for the fluid. Wouldn't that be included? I mean, if you're gonna have an extra charge just for that, I'll do a little scroll down the receipt for whoever's interested. My grievances are listed. That's it. I've had a few camera issues throughout this, so you might notice a few rough cuts and edits, but I'm gonna cut away for the receipt shot. Alright, well, as I go to finish this up here, one little side note too, it's kind of funny. I just noticed my notes on here. I'll start off. Tire handling charge times 4. I kept a tire as my spare, so there's really 3. It just, I don't know, you look at these figures and it really just seems to add up ridiculously high for what I got. 2 rotors, brake, brace in the front, and there again is the wheels saying they're passing. It's the taxes, So, anyone else wanting to watch this, give your thoughts. Really worth it? I'm thinking not at this point. After all the issues and everything, I'm not planning on Pep Boys again. And to corporate, thank you for your interest. But you guys can watch a video. I don't feel like having to send a separate email. Have a good day. You can always respond to me. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. That's my my personal thoughts, opinions, and experiences with Pep Boys. Pep Boys Corporate, you can respond, Twitter, email. I'm not hard to get a hold of. To everybody else, have a good day. Use your own judgment. Use who you want. But for me, I don't think we're going to be going back to Pep Boys. Anyhow, Stud Puppy out. You have a good one.